Well, Rangers dropped more points in the Scottish Premiership as we drew 1-1 with Dundee at Dens Park. Following the game, former Rangers striker Kris ruthlessly destroys Rangers and Phillipe Clement. In today's video, we will watch and react to this, all whilst going over all of the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Rangers content. Before we get into today's video, I want you to check out the channel's official clothing store, RFC Clothing. Each design is limited edition and is perfect to wear on a match day, on the terraces at Ibrox, down your local, or cozy in the comfort of your own home. Do browse our t-shirts by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. So, have a watch of Kris Boyd.
Yeah, he's talking a lot about the final third today, which has been impressive from Rangers over
one player.
The last, but certainly an man. But did you see enough changes or to try and fix that out there in the game today?
You wait till the next game. I think what Dundee United away. You could just play that again for the next. It's just excuse after excuse. We can sit here and we can speak about injuries. Dundee have got injuries. There's a Rangers team there should come up here and wipe the floor with Dundee, and they're hanging on. That's. I mean, 13 points out of 33 away from home is a disgrace. By the way, you can speak about progress. There's none. There is none. There's none. You speak about players being tired and low in confidence. You absolutely destroyed Celtic a week ago or 10 days ago. Destroyed them. And you're struggling for confidence. You draw a game and you lose a game before the Celtic game. There was no confidence struggle going into the Celtic game, and now after it you've drew 2 games again and there's a lack of confidence. Everyone. It just doesn't make sense, half the stuff.
Is it a mental thing? Is it a quality thing? Is it a mixture?
I think it's everything. I just look at the club right now. On the pitch, it's broken. There is no patterns of play. There's nothing. I mean, you're hoping. You look at Igaman, that little bit of quality on Sunday. You'll always refer back to the Celtic game as Rangers' best performance this season, but it can't just be one-off, Kris. We know that. I mean, we can speak about it, and I know we'll have our battles and we'll have a laugh and a joke and everything about it, but. Right, it's an absolute disgrace that Rangers are in this position. And you can say you've not spent money. There has been money spent. Yes, there has been a cost cutting, but there has been money spent. There is no improvement. Spoke about the injuries improving as well. There's been absolute. I mean, that's actually worse. You could speak and then moving players around and having to play extra minutes. Guess what? You're a football player. That's what you're paid today. Is play minutes. I mean, there is no progress at all. It's done. You can tell. It's just. It's over to Patrick Stewart now, because I'm telling you right now, that's the last 2 away games we've been at. Those fans have had enough. And it's going to get to the stage where they stop coming to games, and then you'll see the real problems starting to materialise for Rangers, because this can't continue.
What are your thoughts on Kris's words? Let me know in the comments. Following this, angry Phillipe Clement admits Rangers were not good enough in the 1-1 draw with Dundee that leaves them flailing in the title race. The Belgians team have struggled away from home all season and have only picked up 13 points from a possible 33 on their travels. The Ibrox men now sit 15 points behind Celtic in the table with just under half of the term still remaining, and Clement was clear his men didn't do enough to deserve a win. He told Sky Sports, "It's bad that you go behind after 6 minutes with not good defending in the box. After that, we had the ball all game, but we were not decisive enough in the final third with runs, with actions, with decisive actions. So we had 1 goal, we had 1 time the post or the crossbar, but not enough clear good chances because in our last pass, in our elimination in the box, we were not good enough today. We were not good enough in the final third today to make the right decisions. In the dribble, in the last pass, in the finishing, we were not good enough today in that. You give a lot of leave to the opponent also in that way. On the other side, we didn't give away much today again. I don't remember one big save of Liam today. I think Clinton did a good game for his first game. But you lose the points because today on the offensive part, we didn't show enough to make the difference and to break open the game that Dundee had to come also. So now they could defend with 10 players behind the ball all the time with 1 striker deep and hoping for transitions. We had the ball, we took most of the transitions really well out, but we were not decisive enough in the final third. Pressed on the lack of attacking threat on show throughout, Clement moved to criticise the performance of young attacker Hamza Igamene. The Moroccan has 10 goals in the last 11 games, but the manager highlighted a working point for the future. He said, "Hamza was for me too much on the sides today and not enough in the box, so that's for sure a working point where we need to address it to him. That was one issue, and to be more decisive in our last pass and our last exit." In other news, Rangers flop Joey Barton has branded former Celtic keeper Joe Hart as a big stupid dope goalie. The ex-Ibrox midfielder levelled the criticism at one-time teammate Hart in a scathing verdict on the standard of football punditry. Barton, who retired in 2017, blasted Hart as well as former teammate Shay Given, who he called a donut. On his podcast, Barton questioned why the pair have landed punditry gigs as he slaughtered the knowledge of the former goalkeepers on any incident outside the 18-yard box. In the rant, Barton, who played just 8 times for Rangers, said, "We got a goalie on there, Joe Hart. Big, stupid, dope goalie. I was with Joe, dope." Then I go on to match of the day 2. Shay Given is on there, another dope goalie. "Boss lad Shay. I was at Newcastle with him, good lad, donut. They don't know anything about anything that happens outside the 18-yard box. They haven't got a clue. They block balls every single day in training with their face and their body." Hart and Barton shared the pitch once as teammates for a match against Sheffield United for Manchester City back in 2006. Barton, who branded himself as the best player in Scotland upon his arrival in Scotland, had his time in Glasgow cut short with his contract terminated in November 2017 after a fallout with the club. Lastly, Ali McCoist has joked that he'd happily take Elon Musk's investment at Ibrox in light of the billionaire's recent unlikely interest in the United Kingdom. Speaking on TalkSport, the Rangers legend and Alan Brazil discussed Musk's highly publicised interest in UK politics and the recent suggestion he's keen to invest in an English Premier League team, most notably league leaders Liverpool. Musk's father, Errol, was recently asked by Times Radio about the reported investment interest, and while he answered coyly, he likewise didn't rule out a move from his son. Errol Musk said, "His grandmother was born in Liverpool, and we have relatives in Liverpool, and we were fortunate to know quite a few of the Beatles because they grew up with some of my family." When discussing the idea on TalkSport, McCoy said, "Just for the record, I'd take him at Rangers for a season, okay? It is a shambles, really. It cannot be a story." Brazil added, "But you see what happened at Wrexham and at Birmingham, you just don't know these days." To which McCoy replied, "What it might do is it might guarantee Salah, Van Dijk and Trent getting their money right enough and signing new contracts." What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Rangers content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.